Imagine a land where kingdoms rise and fall, where trust is rare, and faith can be fatal. This was 16th century India, a patchwork of rival powers, each hungry for dominance. In this chaos, a young prince named Jalal-ud-din Muhammad, later known as Akbar, became a fugitive, the son of a deposed emperor, running for his life. Akbar's early years were spent in exile, not in palaces, but in rugged forts and wandering camps, separated from his parents and hunted by enemies. Far from breaking him, this hardship forged resilience and empathy, giving him a deep understanding of India's diverse peoples. He learned their languages, witnessed their struggles, and saw the devastation of endless war. These experiences shaped a boy who would one day dedicate himself to uniting a fractured land. Akbar's journey reminds us, unity is never given. It must be built, even from the ruins of chaos. To grasp Akbar's achievement, we must first see the fragile empire he inherited. His grandfather Babur, a conqueror from Central Asia, founded the Mughal dynasty after defeating the Sultan of Delhi in 1526. But Babur's reign was brief, and his empire was a patchwork held by force, not unity. Humayun, Akbar's father, was a scholar, not a strategist. He lost the empire to Shah Suri, an Afghan chieftain, and spent years in exile. Akbar was born during this wandering in a desert fortress, his childhood marked by separation and constant danger. Humayun reclaimed the throne with Persian help, only to die months later in a tragic accident. The empire, barely restored, was left to 13-year-old Akbar, surrounded by enemies and with little more than a dream to hold on to. India was fractured, the Mughal hold tenuous, and powerful rivals circled like vultures. Into this storm, Akbar stepped, tasked with saving a legacy on the brink of oblivion. In 1556, in a dusty garden in Kalanur, Punjab, 13-year-old Akbar was proclaimed emperor on a makeshift brick platform. There was no celebration, just a desperate bid to keep the Mughal name alive. Real power lay with his regent Bairam Khan, a seasoned general who became Akbar's mentor and protector. The greatest threat was Hemu, a brilliant general who had seized Delhi and Agra, declaring himself ruler. Akbar, under Bairam Khan's guidance, trained as a warrior and leader, learning the arts of war and the realities of power. Despite being functionally illiterate, Akbar's mind was sharp. He listened, questioned, and absorbed knowledge from scholars and poets. His unique way of learning made him a keen listener and a formidable debater. The boy king, shaped by adversity, was preparing to challenge the fate of his dynasty. In these early years, Akbar was a king in name, but a student in the school of survival. Soon, he would be tested on the battlefield. The defining test came at Panipat in 1556, where Akbar's fate and the Mughal Empires hung by a thread. Hemu's massive army, with its war elephants, outnumbered the Mughals. Many urged retreat. Bairam Khan insisted they stand and fight. Akbar, just 13, agreed, his presence inspiring the troops. The battle began disastrously for the Mughals, but a stray arrow struck Hemu, turning the tide. Leaderless, Hemu's army collapsed. The Mughals seized victory. Hemu, captured and unconscious, was brought before Akbar and Bairam Khan. Bairam Khan urged Akbar to kill the captive and claim the title of Ghazi. Akbar refused, unwilling to slay a helpless foe. This act of mercy, whether fact or legend, revealed a different kind of ruler, one who valued compassion over cruelty. The victory secured the Mughal throne, but Akbar's refusal to kill a defenseless enemy hinted at the magnanimity that would define his reign. The boy who survived exile had now survived war. The empire had a future, and a new kind of emperor. After Panipat, Bairam Khan ruled as regent, restoring order and expanding Mughal power, but his autocratic style bred resentment, especially as Akbar matured and yearned to rule in his own right. Encouraged by his foster mother Maham Anga and her son Adam Khan, Akbar moved to assert his authority. In 1560, during a hunting trip, Akbar dismissed Bairam Khan, ordering him to make the pilgrimage to Mecca. Bairam Khan's brief rebellion failed. Akbar forgave him, allowing him to leave with honor. Akbar then faced the manipulations of Maham Anga's faction. Adam Khan's brutality and murder of a minister forced Akbar's hand. In a dramatic act, Akbar had Adam Khan executed, signaling his absolute control. By 1562, Akbar had emerged from the shadows, no longer a puppet, but the undisputed master of the empire. the Mughal court had a new center of power: Akbar himself. The era of regents was over. With his authority secure, Akbar built Fatehpur Sikri, a new capital and a symbol of his vision. Inspired by the Sufi Saint Sheikh Salim Chishti, the city blended Persian, Timurid and Indian styles. Its red sandstone palaces a testament to Mughal grandeur. At its heart stood the Ibadat Khana, or house of worship, where Akbar invited scholars of every faith, Muslim, Hindu, Jain, Zoroastrian and Christian, to debate religion and philosophy. Disillusioned by narrow dogma, Akbar sought deeper truths. Listening for hours and challenging every assumption, he came to believe that no single faith held all the answers, and that divine truth could be found in many paths. This led him to create the Din-e-Ilahi, a syncretic spiritual path that, while never widely adopted, embodied his quest for unity and tolerance. Fatehpur Sikri, though later abandoned, remains a monument to this extraordinary era of intellectual and spiritual exploration. Akbar's court became a beacon of debate, curiosity, and openness. The emperor's search for meaning shaped the soul of his empire. In the City of Victory, Akbar built not just palaces, but a new way of thinking. Akbar's genius extended beyond war and philosophy. He was a masterful administrator. He reformed the land revenue system, introducing the Zabt system with Raja Toder Mal, ensuring fair taxes and stable income for the state. Akbar reached out to the powerful Rajput clans, marrying Rajput princesses and giving their families high positions, turning former foes into loyal allies. He abolished the pilgrim tax and the jizya, signaling equality for Hindus and Muslims alike. These policies fostered loyalty and a shared identity, making the Mughal Empire a model of inclusivity. Akbar often disguised himself to walk among his people, listening to their concerns and rooting out corruption. His commitment to justice and accessibility set him apart from other rulers. By embracing diversity and rewarding merit, Akbar built a state that was both strong and flexible. His reforms laid the foundation for a stable, prosperous empire. The Mughal state became a tapestry woven from many threads, united by Akbar's vision. In a divided land, he proved that unity could be forged through tolerance and wisdom. Akbar's reign transformed India, leaving a legacy that endures to this day. He built a vast, stable empire, fostered a golden age of art, architecture and literature, and pioneered a culture of tolerance and synthesis. By translating Hindu epics into Persian and blending artistic traditions, he bridged divides and inspired collaboration. His administrative reforms, merit-based bureaucracy, revenue systems and military organization outlasted him, shaping India for centuries. Akbar's greatest lesson is that true strength lies in embracing diversity, not enforcing uniformity. He showed that unity can be built on justice, empathy and respect for all. In a world still divided by faith and culture, Akbar's example challenges us to build bridges, not walls. He was not just an emperor, but an architect of unity. His legacy a timeless call for tolerance and vision.